Hey, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we're taking a look at these bad boys right here. This is the Dub Nation colorway of the Curry 4. The official colorway name is actually More Dubs. I'm not too big into nicknames or anything like that, so to me this is just, simply put, the Dub Nation colorway. Now, I've said this before and I will say it again, this is actually my favorite hoop shoe for the year. I'll explain all the details and all that kind of good stuff within my top performance picks of the year, so stay tuned for that. But as for this particular colorway, we have a translucent outsole on these guys, which most of the colorways actually do have. To me, as long as you keep it clean, they didn't perform badly or anything like that. I consistently use my China colorway, which I can't remember what the name of that shoe is, but they have this weird kind of greenish clear outsole. And for me, they just stick to the floor like glue. They do, however, attract a lot of dust, so whenever there is a lot of dust on the floor, I got to keep it clean all the time. And then the midsole right here, they say that it's like a proprietary foam, but I mean, you don't really know what that means, you know what I'm saying? I wish that they would be a little bit more definitive in saying like, hey, this is charged, or this is just, you know, standard EVA, micro G, whatever it might be. And just so everybody knows, all foam is EVA. There's just different mixtures of it, and then every brand will then trademark their term for it. So like Nike has Phylon, Under Armour has micro G and charged. Now Adidas has always been pretty straight up with everybody and just said like, yo, this is EVA, simple as that. But they also now have Bounce, and that's just a different variation or concoction of EVA foam. So just so everybody's clear, EVA is just a foam midsole, and then there's just different variations and mixtures, and then everybody calls it something different. Lunar, Cushlon, React, like I said, micro G, charge, all that stuff. So it's all different, but it's all the same at the same time. Now for me, the midsole, it's just, there's no cushion. I've said this in the performance review and I'll say it again, there's no cushion here. You can swap out the insole, which is something that I'd actually recommend if you want cushion. I have not done that personally, just because I feel that the midsole breaks in enough to where it's comfortable for me. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not dunking or anything. I can't even hit the rim. So for me, this setup actually works out really well as long as I'm not playing for more than like 2.5 hours. Now, what I actually love about the shoe is just the stability and the fit. For me, they fit me perfectly. They fit me 1-to-1, and then the stability is just incredible. Every time I wear these things, like it almost feels like you can't miss, which is an awesome feeling to have. You lace up, you play, you're good to go. You don't think about nothing, anything like that. Now along the upper, we have a white knit and then the white synthetic wrap around that. This synthetic right here is a lot stiffer than my other colorway that uses the same color, the white and black pair. Those, for whatever reason, the synthetic overlay is like super soft. Like it almost feels like premium, even though it's totally not. It's just a synthetic. But then every other colorway of this shoe that I have, which is these, the dark blue ones, and then the China edition, all of the upper right here is just really stiff and very synthetic feeling. It breaks in just fine. I think that it's nice actually. I actually prefer playing in the China colorway because it's a little bit stiffer than the black and white colorway, which I felt was too soft for me. But I just think it's interesting that every colorway that I have is kind of a different feeling along the upper. Like they all feel a little bit stiff at first versus that black and white colorway that feels really nice. But the knit and everything is all very standard. So every pair that I have, they all feel good. There is that one hot spot right here that I talked about in the performance review. What I do is I lace up normally up until that point, and then I do not lace tightly right there. And then the rest of the laces I lace tightly as usual. So it's just a little loose right there. And what that does is when it flexes, it doesn't pinch and drive that, like whatever that fuse piece or whatever it is underneath, it doesn't drive it and poke it into my foot like it did when I first wore them. So now that I know how to lace them up, I don't ever have that pinching issue. But when I first played in them, watch out. And then like I said, the fit for me is just fantastic. To me, these guys are true to size, like very true to size. These and the Curry 2s just have the best fit of all the Currys, in my personal opinion. And to me, this colorway right here, this colorway might actually be my favorite now. I really love the black and white ones, especially on foot. But when I put these on foot, something about them just, it's probably the colors because I'm a Bay Area fan. I'm not a fan of the Bay Area, I'm from the Bay Area. I am a fan of the Warriors, so this Dub Nation colorway always resonates with me. I just think it's gorgeous. I know that a lot of people hate on the Warriors right now, and that's cool. if you are one of those people. I do not hate your team, by the way, though. I think that it's great that you have a team, and I'm glad that you enjoy them. And I enjoyed the Warriors quite a bit, and I always have ever since we had a really bad team. Let's not talk about that, though. But I just really love these colors. I'm glad that these colors are back. I did not enjoy the weird years that we had with the We Believe era, which was the last stint in those weird jerseys when we had the Thunder mascot. I just didn't like those colors at all. I always loved the throwback nights when we'd go back into the city jerseys, and they'd be this old old school, like, you know, the Mullen days and stuff like that when I was a little kid, and those were the games that I remember watching. But I just love this colorway. I think that these shoes are awesome. I love playing in them. They feel great for me. I love the stability. There's no cushion, but everything else on the shoe for me works. I do really want to try them with an insole swap though. I have some really great insoles from Insight Insoles, so I think I might try that the next time that I play in the shoe. But that pretty much takes care of it for this guy right here. Again, this is the More Dubs, aka the Dub Nation colorway of the Curry 4. They are available right now over at select retailers. I think the only place that you can get them in store is actually in the Bay Area, and then select UA brand houses. But you can grab them right now over at eastbay.com if you happen to be interested. Thank you to Under Armour, by the way, for giving these to me. I really appreciate it. I actually was at their Curry 4 drone drop event, which was really, really dope. I have a recap of that if you wanted to check it out. I will leave it as the annotation link after this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this colorway down below in the comment section. If you've played in the Curry 4s, please feel free to share your thoughts on its performance in the comment section as well. I've always loved to hear your guys' thoughts and your experiences. So thank you guys once again, and until next time guys, have a good one.